What's up guys, it's Yo Super Players back at it again with another video, and this time we got another supermarket watch. And a lot of these cards are from previous sets like set 1 and 2, and the product that came out in those sets, I thought they weren't going to be that expensive. People weren't buying them anymore, and little did I know, I just was looking around and just looking at, usually when I'm doing a market watch, I'll look around and see what's expensive and then like showcase it to you guys. And if you're new to the channel, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and definitely comment down below if there's any other cards that I am missing. So let's jump into it. And now that I was mentioning it, I'm gonna mention it now. So the first deck I want to talk about is the starter deck 8 Rising Broly. This is probably one of the most expensive starter decks right now in the market for pretty much Dragon Ball Super, and I didn't expect this deck to be that expensive. I think the last time I checked it was $50, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty expensive, and now it's at $125, everybody. And there's only one listing, 0%. I don't know, maybe people don't like the seller, I don't know. But you're starting to see a lot of these decks that were collectors or people that I think like are being sold for a really expensive price now. And so this is early on. Obviously, we see this with newer. We don't see this in newer sets, but like older collector item kind of decks like Broly and then other like certain secret rares and certain sign cards are always going to be valuable. But I didn't expect this to just skyrocket to 125. And so I wanted to show this right now. And then we're going to move on to the next one, which is Dragon Ball Super, the Awakened Starter Deck. This deck wasn't that expensive. It was sitting at $12, $15. And then it went to $28. And now it's at $50, guys. Holy cow. There's not that many listings for this new or old set 1 starter deck, and I think it's because it's a collector item. Obviously, you see Broly, you gotta have Goku, you know? And so this is one of the most expensive starter decks that I've noticed that were out. And I'm talking about these because I didn't expect them to be that expensive. They were like so dirt cheap for a certain, like, oh, Broly was the only expensive one. I remember that being like at $40. But this was sitting at $12 for a really, really long time. And then until recently, it's at $50. And not that many listings, and it doubled pretty much. So it went from being 28 to 50 just like that. And so if you have if you guys have some of these, if you want to sell them now. But I think they're gonna be worth some money. I ain't kidding. I think you guys should hold on to them as a collector and buying of cards. I think you should keep this. I don't have any. I should have bought them when they were dirt cheap. I think you don't know what's gonna be expensive in this set. I think as long as it's Goku and Broly, I think it's be worth money, or Vegeta. It'll probably be worth some money. But other than that, like, definitely hit up in the comment section who has any of these. Definitely let me know, and I want to know what's play out there collected it and hasn't opened it and still in mint condition. And so we move on to the next one. Is going to be Universal Onslaught Starter Deck 11. Another deck that I didn't expect to go up in price. I bought 2. They were like $10, and it was sitting at $12 for a cool minute, and now it's $31, guys. Look at that. Not that many listings, and $75 being the most expensive. So starter decks are on the rise. If you have them, keep them, because they might be a collector's item. Like I said, if it has Goku on it, it might be worth some money. Obviously, Goku went up Ultra Instinct, and people want that because it's a hot commodity. It's super hot fire, and I think it's really worth it. If you guys don't have it, get yourself one. Or if you have it, don't sell it. It's gonna probably go up in price. I highly recommend keeping it and don't sell it, okay? So $30 to $75. So insane how expensive this deck became. And then we move on to the next one, is Universal Onslaught Expert Deck number 3. So I put these in high to low of starter decks of which ones are on the rise. And obviously the Ultimate Lifeform Cell. This leader is not the best leader, but in terms of collector's items, I guess it's worth some money, because if you see it right here, it significantly increases from 27 to little listings to pretty much $80, guys, which is insane. This leader is not that good, but I think it's because it has the Universal Onslaught booster pack in it, and obviously that is a really hot commodity. It's very expensive. Just one booster pack is already like $20, and I think the cell deck isn't like that really good in my opinion. Maybe I might be wrong, but I think because it has the Universal Onslaught booster pack and it's like a special edition pack, it's going to be worth some money. So yeah, that's pretty wild to me. I think these are the most expensive starter decks. It's insane. I look at the other ones, they're still sitting at $11, but these are the most expensive currently in Dragon Ball Super card game. And then we have the expansion pack. This also went up in price. I remember looking at this. This was sitting at $20. It was like $15 not too long ago, and now it's $65. Another item that's worth a lot of money. Obviously, it has Vegeta on it. People want to sell it and people want to buy it. It's a collector's item. Like I said, if you have these, keep them for a bit longer. It's going to be worth some money. Look at Galactic Power. I think I'm going to open this. I'm going to open a new tab for this one because I didn't expect this to be that expensive either, because I was looking at other booster boxes. But look at that. Set 1 is sitting at $130 unopened. $130. This box was... It was never this price since like its release, which is pretty phenomenal. I think it's showing that there's a collector's market for this. And look at that. It goes from $130 to $600. So pretty much set 1 is on the rise. It's getting expensive. I highly recommend just keeping these, or if you have them, keep it sealed, because set 1 was very hard to find in my opinion when it first came out. And I don't think they made a lot of them to begin with. So I think it's worth some money if you have it sealed. It definitely is worth some money if you have it sealed. Obviously, 600, 400, 500. It's just not that many listings, and it's another hot commodity. So I definitely recommend keeping this, and don't sell it. It's going to be worth some money. And then Crossworlds, another box that I didn't expect to be that expensive. It was sitting at $44. Now it's at $149. People are starting to buy them out. There's not that many listings. There's not that many prints of it. And obviously, if there's not that many prints of it, people want it, and it becomes a very hot item. So obviously, supply and demand, there's not that many out there. They're going to mark up the prices on these. And then we're going to go on to some SPRs and some cards that I noticed that were obviously kind of expensive as well. I want to talk about Broly Rampaging Heart SPR with the new release of the new support that came out with Broly and the new Broly ring reprinted and pretty much edited. It's such a powerful card now. And then obviously this guy went from being $30 to $60, doubling in price, because that deck just got a really good support with that Broly's ring, and I highly recommend getting it. It's probably going to go up in price. I still don't think it's going to be at $50. I think it might even hit $150 within the next few weeks. And everybody's getting their stimulus checks, so they're trying to spend that money. So definitely save your money. Don't buy these just like that. But if you have it, this is what it's worth right now. I think it's going to be worth more because of the new Broly support that just came out. And then we move on to the last card is Ultimate Force SSB Vegito. Another card that was sitting at a really reasonable price, $69. But now it's actually gone up in price. There's only a few listings at $69 or less, or $75, and then it just skyrockets to like $140, $150. Like I said, another set. This was the first SCR that ever came out from set 2, and it's worth a lot of money right now. So $200 for one, cheapest being $69. So obviously, definitely take a look at it. I couldn't find any of these items on eBay because they were sold out everywhere. I was surprised. I was like, whoa, I can't even find this on eBay. So definitely comment down below what you guys think about this. Set 1 is pretty much on the rise. If you have it, it's a collector's item, and you're making a lot of money from it if you decide to sell it. So there you guys have it. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section down below what other cards or deck boxes or collector items you think I should mention for the next upcoming video. And definitely hit up the like button, so smash it. And there you guys have it from your host Tony G and your super players. Like always, y'all stay super.